Okay, guys, so today we're gonna make a sauce, the sauce that we make for amazing pasta with meatballs. We recently made a very nice dish to a friend of ours who the whole family had the COVID and they had to stay at home, and we wanted to indulge them with a little bit of a really nice dish, and they asked how do we make it. So that's a good chance to do it. So basically we do it according to our taste, and you can play with the ingredients as much as you want. There are basically two parts. The first part is just frying some, and we don't put too much oil. Maybe I should put a little bit more.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, so the photographer is actually...
Obviously, people can do as much as they want. We are going through the... Yeah, that's enough.
The photographer is the actual expert here, but she's...
The camera woman.
The camera woman, but she's...
Wow, that's maybe too much. And alright, we will just flow with this one.
We'll flow with this one. She's a little bit shy this morning, that's all. So we put the oil...
Just put it on the selected, put two of them. Yeah.
So it's
big pot.
it's gonna get hotter faster, and in this stage we simply
So what do we have here? Dun, dun, dun.
so we have onion, chopped onion. That's about one big and one small onion together.
But if you want, do it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, you can have more, you can have less onion.
We put about, let's show them.
Yeah.
So it was one of those this size, and one of, let's see, the smaller size,
Yeah.
something like that. But seriously, it can be whatever. And usually when we make the meatball at the same time, today we're going to use the frozen one, we just put more onion for the meatball themselves.
Split the onion once they're ready to...
Yeah, you should...
already put
already.
carrot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since we're
Going to saute all of them.
So when we do it with the meatball, at the same time as we prepare the meatball, we prepare the onion, take some of the onion out, and use it in the meatball themselves to
Yeah.
do it with the meat, and some would then get the carrot. But since we're doing it only for the sauce right now,
Yeah, and I don't always put carrot and celery. It's really how lazy I am. But it is better when you. Everything is better when you
it
put.
adds a lot of taste.
Yeah, everything is better when you put celery.
Now about the oil that we put, the oil basically is the agent that carry the taste. So
This
they
is
get
why
they get fried a bit in the oil, and then the taste is
I'm going to put it on.
left in the oil.
A bit less than
So
that.
it's gonna stay like that for a while. Once this heat is enough, we're gonna take the heat down and just give it a while until everything is softer. And we'll see you in a minute. Once it's softer,
It's
then we use
just-
the other parts.
Yeah, I just want to add a comment that it's going to take some time. So, you need to start it and know in advance that it's going to take some time. So, if you have only 5 minutes, do something else.
Start it, go with breakfast.
Yeah. Because this is what carry all the taste. Well, this and the middle.
Guys, let's have breakfast!
So after about less than 5 minutes, it already look much better. However, sorry for this thing. However, it's not ready to be in a lower temperature yet, as we want to get some browning of the onion. So we are going to keep going.
So it's getting caramelized. Especially the carrot and the onion are giving away some of the sugars outside, and you can see the difference of colors both in the vegetables and in the oil. That takes some of this
Look at that, so nice.
yeah.
This is what we are looking for in the oil. See all of that?
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
The smell is all over the place.
Yeah, so you just keep stirring once in a while, but it's also okay if you're not in this stage.
My son just came up with a joke. He said that it's not only caramelized, it's also because we're following it, we're making a video, it's camera-ized.
Okay, so we put
Caramelized.
this can in here because we are going to smash it.
So that's a big can of
It's
tomatoes.
Yeah, use any brand you want. It's going to affect on the acidity because different brand use different content of acid there. So it's going to affect of the amount of sugar you need.
And we're adding sugar.
But that's
later on.
it. It's okay. Use whatever you want, whatever you like. I have several of
Camera-ized.
that I used. So yeah.
So this is,
So here it's about how much you want it to be.
which herb
fine.
is this?
It's like I just find this one.
It's just herbs.
Oregano, basil, thyme, rosemary. There is a lot. It's like an Italian. So I'm going to use a little bit. So really, like
And we have
strong flavor.
basil by itself as well.
Yeah. We have basil in our sauce. We
Yeah.
always use basil.
When we have fresh basil, it's with fresh basil.
This one we're going to add it in the end. That's same. We just because the kids love it. And then brown sugar. It can be white sugar as well. I don't know. I just prefer to use brown sugar whenever I can.
So how many teaspoons was that?
I don't know. Tablespoon, about 2. Anyway, start with little amount.
The right amount.
Start with small amount. Continue later if you need
If you put
more.
a lot, it's problem.
It's
Put
not,
a little
it's
bit.
not a big problem. It's okay. You can always handle the situation. Always. This is a forgiving sauce. This is not a cake by a Michelin. Anyway, now you see?
Yeah.
It start to be brown.
Some of the onions are brown.
That's excellent because now we're going to lower the temperature. In my oven, it's going to be, my stove is going to be 2.
And in food, water would never boil on 2. It's really low. Just keeps things warm.
It's going to start slowly. So now
You're
it's
distributing evenly over
until it cools to 2. You
Yeah.
need to keep stir it for a while, just because then it is
Okay.
to be too brown. However, seriously, I found that unless it's really burned, it's okay.
Look how yellow is the oil now.
It's a really forgiving sauce. Like it's just don't throw it away. It's look. So you can see that the onion they become a little bit clear with the citron, but I want to keep sauteed until it gets even more brown than that. Okay, we're doing great.
Okay, so everything is caramelized and ready, and now it's the tricky part, or the more kind of dynamic part of making the sauce, the most dynamic part. We get the heat back up to 7.5. For reference, the maximum here is 9, and so 7.5 is pretty hot.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do now is adding 3 final ingredients before we put in all the liquids. So the first thing we're going to add is the garlic. Now garlic is kind of a gentle thing because it adds a lot of taste. Fresh garlic is amazing, and you can very quickly you will very quickly start smelling the garlic, very strong garlic smell. The second thing we're adding is cumin, And the third is red paprika. It's not hot paprika, it's just red.
So I
And
guess it was like half tablespoon from
each.
The garlic was a whole head.
Yeah, a whole head
Because
of
we
garlic.
just like garlic, but you know, you can put less than that.
So you will smell how the garlic scent is more and more present in the air. It's very strong and it takes ownership of everything around, which is great. And what is important with garlic is that you don't have it too long on with the hot oil, because it would just reach a certain point where it burns and then you lose the taste and it's just not nice.
Going to be bitter. Just want to add a comment that if you don't like
the
this,
garlic.
how do you say, like choppy stuff, you like everything to be smooth, so you just take everything, you know, let it be cool for a while, add it to this tomato and just, you know, blender it.
Yeah, you can just take this and blend it with the tomato and then return it.
And then return everything, and everything will be smooth. Nobody will know that vegetables are included maybe your picky kids, I don't know. So yeah, it's an option. Sometimes I'll do that if I know that picky kids will come in to eat with us, so I will do that, yeah. Oh, for pizza sauce.
The smell. Yeah, for pizza sauce as
If
well.
you don't like it to be, yeah.
We use this sauce for pizza as well.
Yeah, sometimes with carrot and celery, sometimes they just enrich the taste very much.
Constantly stirring up, because you want to give an even exposure to the garlic and you don't want any piece of garlic to be on one side of it all the time on the bottom. So constantly stirring everything around.
Just a heat wave to the garlic. You don't want really like condensate.
So that was like 2 minutes or so.
I don't know. I guess
Since the
some
garlic
people
went in,
can make it better than me. I don't know. I prefer to just put the liquid before the garlic burn, because I don't know.
And once you put the liquid
you know better,
in,
do it better.
once the liquid is in, the whole issue about anything burning is much reduced, because the liquid, now you can take it really easy. The liquid is in, you know that nothing is going to be
Do you want to
overheated.
explain why we do the spices before you put, like, why you put it on the oil and not
Later on,
later on?
we can put stuff later on. We would put salt later on to finalize the taste, but basically everything you put in the beginning with the oil would be absorbed into the oil. So it would be distributed all around the
molecule
sauce.
in the spices, they just connect to the oil better than to the water because of their formula. So yeah. If you put it in oil, you get a better taste of the spices. But it's really important, again, not to burn them. Like, not too hot for a while, it will be burned. So anyway, now it's already look good, huh?
Yeah, and we're almost there. Like, it's almost ready. Now it's about patient again. You need to let the liquid, the sauce. Right now it's the sauce already. So you need to let the sauce boil. Once it's boiling, we would again reduce the temperature significantly and then let it just boil on very low heat, like we had before. And what that does is that, you remember we had some extra water in it to take all the ingredients out of the can of tomatoes. So we also get a situation where we have a bit extra liquid, a bit extra water in the sauce, and now when everything
concentrate it.
exactly we
And then you
kind
get
of-
stronger taste of the sauce. It's
Yeah.
really important. Actually, like it's kind of like sounds ridiculous. Why to put more water and then concentrate it if you can just in the beginning put less water, right? But it actually affects a lot of the taste. So yeah, we put more water, and then we concentrate for a while, so all the taste like combine together. And yeah, so in the end, it's going to be like the amount of sauce is it's depends how much we want it to be concentrated. But basically, I will decide according to the taste. So yeah.
yeah.
More water. water.
So later, if you want, you can put.
No, you can now we can put more water, but then it said that it's going to be more time on the stove. Later we can put more brown sugar or white sugar, salt, and if you want more spices, like if you feel that you want more basil or this, we call it pizza one, because we have two pizza.
Two kind of pizza.
Spices. I guess the only like real difference between them are the paprika. I don't know.
The one and two.
We got it in for a present, so we don't really know what is going on there. Although we trust the person who gave it to us. Thank you, Esty.
Esty, happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Esty. And yeah, so the kids really love it. And yeah, I guess it's also like organo and stuff. So pizza one, really good.